My father missed my master's graduation to watch my younger sister's piano recital, and 2 years later, that same man called me and said, "Liv, I need you." My name is Olivia Hart. I'm 29, and for most of my life, I believed I could earn my father's love if I achieved enough. My younger sister Mia was always the star: piano competitions, recitals, scholarships, and my father never missed a moment. I was the quiet daughter who loved engineering, built bridges and notebooks, and collected awards he rarely showed up to see. On my graduation day, I finally stopped waiting for him. I watched that empty chair beside my mother and realized I would always come second. So I built my own career and kept my distance from my father's construction company. Then, almost 2 years later, he called me. His company was collapsing after a major project failed because of serious structural errors. Lawsuits were piling up, his license was at risk, and then he told me something I never expected. I was the only engineer qualified to review and certify the corrected plans. The daughter he had ignored was suddenly the person who could save everything he had built. For a moment, I wanted to say no. I wanted him to feel the same rejection I had felt for years, but I agreed, with one condition. I would not save his company quietly. After 3 weeks of reviewing the project, I discovered the failure wasn't just one mistake. Years of shortcuts had been hidden in his business. So I prepared the corrected plans, but I also prepared a report exposing exactly what had happened. Then I called a meeting and invited my mother, Mia, the board, and my father. I stood at the head of the same table where he once taught me about engineering and placed my signature on the final plans. Then I looked at him and said, "This company survived because the daughter you kept overlooking finally stopped waiting for your approval." For the first time, my father had nothing to say. He didn't choose Mia. He didn't choose his image. He finally saw me. And that day, I learned something I wish I'd understood sooner. You don't need your family's applause to prove your worth. Sometimes, the quiet person everyone overlooks becomes the one they realize they can't afford to lose.